Hello, hello! Today we're going to be starting a photocard binder. Let's get started. The first step for me was actually to go through all of my albums and take out the postcards, photocards, bookmarks, or any inclusions that it came with. Ever since I started collecting, I've been just leaving the photocards in my albums. I never really thought to take them out and organize them or start a photocard binder. But recently I thought about it and I was like, I'm getting a lot of albums now, and it's probably a good time to start organizing my photocards just so I don't lose them. And so here I am taking out my photocards. These albums up top are albums that I got recently, and I never put them away, so I started out with these ones. I did go ahead and take out some when I was going through some of the albums, but most of them haven't been taken out yet. So this was honestly the longest part, sitting down and going through every single album and taking out the stuff. I don't think I took out a lot of the stuff like bookmarks or stickers. I think I just left those. I'll go back and get them later if I decide to organize those as well. My plan so far is just to organize photocards. I don't plan on collecting. I never thought about collecting, so I don't think I will be collecting photocards. Okay, and because this took me forever to do with the amount of albums that I had, it took me an hour just to take out all my photocards. So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward everything 3 billion times. And I was actually quite impressed because I have quite a lot of photocards. I'm just watching that pile grow and I'm just like, wow, I have a lot of photocards. And at some point after I finished taking out all the photocards, I ended up moving my photocards to the top of my shelf, just so they would be nice and neat, because I still was waiting on a couple of more pocket sleeves to come. But yeah. And next up, let's look at the materials that I'm using. So first up, I'm using a clear binder. You can use any binder. I've seen people use normal binders, but I just prefer these clear binders. And I'm using 2 pocket pages, 4 pocket pages, 9 pocket pages, and sheet protectors, some white sleeves, or you can use clear sleeves. Okay, and I went ahead and pulled out a few groups to start with. So I have Golden Child, ONEUS, Kang Daniel, WayV, NCT, Stray Kids, and BTS. Okay, and grabbing my binder, I think I'm going to start with Golden Child, and I have these member posters that I would like to put in sheet protectors, but I have a feeling they won't fit. They just look larger than your average piece of paper. But I guess we will see in a second. If they don't fit, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and keep them in the albums where they'll stay protected. Yeah, it definitely sticks out by a good centimeter or so. But I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the sheet protectors anyways, just so they have an extra layer of protection. Okay, and moving on, I have these postcards that came with the Reboot Deluxe version. I would like to put these in my binder. I feel like they would look so cute and so good. But I also have a feeling that these won't fit into the 4 pocket sleeves. So I might have to get 3 pocket sleeves and hopefully those will fit, or I'll just not put these in my binder. This is my first time starting a photocard binder, and I did watch a lot of YouTube videos to help me get started and kind of figure things out. But because I'm not collecting photocards or planning to collect photocards, I feel like my collection will have a lot of holes compared to other people who do collect and are trying to finish certain collections and members. I feel like it's definitely overwhelming, but then I realized, at the end of it, it's my binder. I can always move things around. I can always change it if I don't like it. As long as I like it, I think it shouldn't matter how I organize it. But I was just watching other people's and theirs was so organized and gorgeous and stunning. I was just like, oh my gosh, how am I ever gonna get there? Golden Child is one of my old groups. I really love them so much, and these photocards are just so gorgeous and beautiful. they deserve to be displayed in my photo card binder, of course. So I'm going ahead here and taking some 9 pocket sleeves, and I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my binder. So I'm using the Ultra Pro 9 pocket silver edition ones here, but I did end up switching them out for the platinum ones because I did find that those ones were nicer later on. So I do recommend the platinum pocket protectors over the silver ones for Ultra Pro. I think I should have enough 9 pocket pages. I hope so. I would like to think so. I didn't really count how many photo cards I had. I just kind of like estimated and bought however many I thought I would need. I'm gonna go ahead and take my white sleeves. I was watching other people do it, and I've seen people just put the cards straight into the sleeves, which also looks nice, but I don't like being able to see through like all the edges, so I think I'm gonna use these white sleeves, but I might change my mind later on. I'm not sure. I'm still debating. I'm very much lost on how to organize my binder and how I want it to look and things like that, so I'm just going with the flow. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve all of these cards. And because I feel like this is going to take me forever, I'm probably going to have to fast forward this in the actual video. I hope I'm not too like awkward and there's not like a lot of awkward silences. Honestly, this is like taking all of my like concentration and like focus power. I honestly don't even know how I'm gonna organize the members yet, or like what order, or like I don't even know. I'm just totally going with the flow. So I'm probably just gonna stick everything in at random places and then figure it out as I go. Okay, I finally finished sleeving. I also have these other photo cards and like bookmarks and ID cards, things like that. I'm gonna see which one fits and then figure it out from there. So I have another 2 photo cards, one from their Without You repackage and then one from the regular version of Reboot. So I think I'm gonna put those 3 together because that's a complete section, since there were 2 cards for each member in the Reboot Deluxe and then 1 photo card for each member in the normal version. So that makes a perfect row, so I think I'm probably gonna do that. Another reason I decided to start a photo card binder was because I have very terrible facial recognition skills. Like usually when I open my albums and I'm trying to figure out whose photo card I get, I actually have to look it up and figure out which member it is, unless it's like someone that I've been standing for a while and I know their names. But for a lot of newer groups, I have so much trouble memorizing their names, and so my friend suggested to me to start a photo card binder so I could start learning their names, and like, you know, like the more I look at them, the more I'll like remember their names. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my bias Jujan first, because that's the only one where I know I want to place. And then the rest of the members, I'm just going to go ahead and put in a random order because I love them all. And it doesn't matter what order they're in. It might change later on after I like figure this whole photo card thing out. I'm still very much a lost potato. He looks so cute with his little peace signs and blonde hair. I think the blonde hair suits him so well. And it was from this point on that I started struggling because I couldn't decide if I wanted to leave these cards in the white sleeves or just put them in directly, because I wanted to be able to see the signatures on the back because these are signature cards and they look really nice. And so I started testing and going back and forth and trying to decide for like the next hour or so. And because it took me so long, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward everything and cut it out pretty much.
2,000 years later.
After being indecisive for so long, I decided to just move on and come back to it later, otherwise I would be sitting here for the next like 10 hours. And next up we have Kang Daniel, who is also one of my ults. I absolutely love his music, his albums, I love everything about him. And these are the photo cards I got from Cyan. So I got 2 photo cards in each album, and then because I pre-ordered the album, I also received an extra 2 photo cards. I'm so excited to put these in the sleeves. I can't wait to get his first album that I missed as well. I'm planning on waiting until I go to SoCal and then I can buy it directly in stores. But depending on how long we are in lockdown, I might just end up getting it online anyways, because I am impatient. But honestly, there's so many comebacks coming soon that I don't know if I'm going to be able to like afford like all the older albums that I still need to catch up on. I was planning on doing a huge haul soon, but I think with NCT's repackaged album, Nct Dream's comeback, and then we have Astro, and then Day 6, and oh my gosh, there's just so many comebacks. So I think I'll probably prioritize those newer albums first and then figure out if I want the other albums still later on. I love these photo cards so much. He looks so cute. I believe I'm missing another 4? I think there were a total of 11 photo cards. I'm not sure. Not that I'm going to be collecting them anyways, but all of his photo cards were just so cute. I had to look them up. I think I will be trading at least. I'm not sure when I'll open an account and do that, but I do have some cards that I do want to get rid of, or I have like quite a few doubles for Stray Kids. And now we're going to be moving on to Nct Dream, WayV, and yeah, let's just get right to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I think sort them by group and then by album to see like which complete sets I have or like what I don't have. I think that's the easiest way to organize it, since there's gonna be a lot of holes in my collection since I'm not collecting photo cards, and I'm just organizing whatever I pulled. So I have 2 superhuman photo cards and 2 superhuman circle cards, so I think I'm gonna put those together. Jung Woo, he's such a cutie. I think I'm gonna put Jaehoon first. Honestly, I cannot even choose a bias in NCT 127 anymore. I feel like I just love all of them so much, so evenly. Like all of them steal my heart in different ways. Like I just can't help but love them all. In fact, I actually received in the mail my signed NCT 127 New Zone posters. I'll probably do a haul video soon and open those so you guys can see. And then I have 2 Johnny photo cards, one from the N version, one from the C version. So all I'm missing is his circle card, I believe, for N and C version. But I don't think I'll be collecting them again. I feel like photo card collecting just gets so expensive. Like I already spent so much money just on the materials to organize my photo card binder. I'm just like, And so for that reason, I don't really recommend getting into photo card collecting or starting a photo card binder unless you're ready to spend money. Just because I feel like once you actually organize your photo cards, you start seeing all the holes in your collection and you're like, oh, I should finish this collection. I want to finish it. There's just a lot of temptation. And photo cards actually get expensive really quickly. Like I think I was looking the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, that like this one card was like $23. I was just like, I can buy an album for that price. So I will pass on photo card collecting for now. Okay, so I have Johnny's circle card for Superhuman. I'm not exactly sure where to put it. I think I'm just gonna put it here for now, but that wouldn't really make sense because it's, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna do whatever for now, and then I'll probably change it up later once I figure out what I'm doing. Okay, just gonna stick Haechan in here, and then I have Utah, and a Mark card still, I believe. I might just put them in the last row together. I'm not sure. I feel like I've gone through like an entire pack of these white sleeves already. I'm gonna sleeve up Utah and then I'll put him in as well. And I think that's it for now. I still have Taeyong circle cards. I'm just gonna stick it wherever there's an empty space, which is this top right corner. Just gonna take a quick flip through and see if I like the way it's looking or how it's looking. I love the way this Kang Daniel page looks. It looks so good. And then I realized that I still forgot all the NCT 127 circle cards. So this basically changed the game and I went back and changed up a lot of things for the NCT section. So I think the way I'm going to do it now is I'm going to do it by member, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and sleeve these and we'll figure it out from there. And then I'm going to fast forward this because I take forever. Okay, so let's see what I want to change. So I have Haechan circle card, Doyoung circle card, Jaehyun circle card. So I think I'm going to take out Utah and Mark and put in Haechan circle card. And then I'm just gonna leave that blank for now. And then I am going to take out Jung Uwoo and Taeyong circle card. And I'm gonna put Jaehyun's NCT New Zone circle cards instead, since I happen to get both the N and the C version. Now all I'm missing is the T version circle card. Is there a circle card in the T version? Yes, I think so. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna put the rest of the cards on the next page. I'm liking the way this looks a lot better. Okay, so you have Yuta, Taeyong, Doyoung, and Jung Uwoo, and Mark. Oh, and another Utah. And at this point I was like, oh, what if I did like these pages double-sided so I had photo cards on both sides? But I decided I kind of like having one side, the back side white and then the front side with the photo cards. I think at some point if I have enough photo cards, I'll end up doing double-sided just to save space, so I won't have like a bajillion binders by then. Okay, so Utah goes there, and I think I'll put his circle card at the end so it matches, so that all the third columns have circle cards. I guess I'll just put Taeyong here for now, and Mark here. And then I'll put Jung Uwoo and Doyoung on the next page until I get more albums and photo cards to figure out what I want to do. Okay, and moving on, now we have WayV and NCT Dream. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve these cards as well, and then we'll stick them right into these pages. And then I decided to start with NCT Dream first, and so here are the photo cards I got with WeBoom. I'm still missing the other version that I eventually need to get. I'm just missing so many albums in my collection. I've given up. And then on this page, I'm going to go ahead and put WayV. I'm going to organize these by album. So I'm going to put Take Over the Moon, the first one, and then the sequel after. I think I'm going to put them in just like that. So I'm just going to sleeve them and stick them in real quick. I still need to collect the first WayV album as well. Okay, and that's the last card. Let's go ahead and take a quick flip through and see how it's looking so far. I like being able to see the back of these Golden Child cards, but I think I might change them so that they're all in the white sleeves. It just looks more consistent and nicer that way, I feel like. Okay, and we'll be pausing at this part for today. I'll see you guys in part 2. Bye!